Our first exercise, as I've told you before, these tests are about everything we've learned so far. It's not just about combining the two rules, but it's about everything we've learned so far. So let's see how many bit strings are there of length 10 that start with 11 and end with a double zero. So let's make our position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's begin to fill them. In the first position, it's obligatory to have 1. There is just one way to fill it. And again, in the second position, just one way to fill it with 1. And now I have fixed the first restriction of the two in this exercise. As I've told you before, at first we take into consideration the restrictions and then we consider the rest of the problem. Now let's take care of the second restriction. My string should end with a double zero, so the last position there should be a 0 there. There is one way to do that, and in the previous position again I should have a 0. There is just one way to do that. For the rest of the positions there is no restriction, so there are two ways 0 run for each of these positions, and by the rule of product the total of the ways is 2 in the power of 6. You could mention that the first positions there is just one way to do that, and for the last positions again it's just one way to do that, but usually when we multiply something by 1 we don't mention it at all, so there are 2 in the power of 6 such strings.